So guys, Bob Arum changes his mind about making Pacquiao Crawford. If you guys remember a couple of months ago, when Bob Arum was asked about Pacquiao and Crawford, let's remember what he said. He said that Crawford and Pacquiao would only end in one way. It's a dangerous fight for Manny's health. You know, and that's what Bob Arum said about the Pacquiao Crawford fight. All of a sudden, he's changed his mind, and now he's saying that he wants to make the fight. So what has changed? It was never a case. I think he just knew that that fight wasn't gonna happen. So he was just trying to play it down that, oh, I'm worried for Manny's health. Now all of a sudden, maybe Manny's giving him hints that he'd be interested. He wants to make the fight. You know, and I always said to you guys that Bob Arum would always want to make Pacquiao Crawford. There's no way in hell that Pacquiao, if Bob Arum was to have an opportunity, that he wouldn't make the Pacquiao Crawford fight. And that's basically what he is. He's interested in now making it. He's clearly come out and said he's interested in making the Pacquiao Crawford fight. Doesn't surprise me at all. All promoters are like this. There's no way, because you got to realize, right, the Pacquiao Crawford fight is probably a bigger money fight than the than the Spence Crawford fight. And that's because of Pacquiao's name, because of Pacquiao's appeal. So, if I'm honest with you, I'm not surprised that Bob Arum is interested in making this fight. It's a big money spinner for his fighter. He can pay Crawford some big money. Pacquiao can get some big money. And there's a chance they could make some profit. They could, depending on what both fighters make. The broadcasters could finally make a profit of Terence Crawford. Because so far it's all been lost because Crawford's pay-per-view numbers are terrible. But Crawford don't care because Crawford's getting paid good money for his fights. He's getting paid a couple mil probably every time he steps in the ring. You know, he's not getting paid silly money. He's not getting paid what, 20 million plus. He's not a draw. You know, and if you're not a draw, then no one's going to pay you stupid money, right? For me, I think once Terence Crawford's contract goes up, because of the fact he doesn't do big pay-per-view numbers, I don't even know whether he should sign with PBC. I think he should sign with DAZN because they may be willing to pay him. Again, they might not be willing to pay him that much because they may think that this guy's not going to move the needle in terms of subscriptions. So at the end of the day, when they're paying guys big money to come and fight on their platform, the reason why they're doing that because they think that those fighters are going to move the needle in terms of subscription. Crawford's not going to do that. So I don't know whether anyone's going to be willing to pay Crawford big money. Crawford's a great fighter, but we all know that it's not in this business. It's not just about being a great fighter. Crawford's one of the best fighters in the world, but he's not one of the most paid fighters in the world. You know? So, if he's pound for pound one of the best, he's definitely not getting paid the most. So that's because of his appeal. He's not that exciting. He doesn't have a big fan base at all. So I think the Pacquiao fight is definitely a fight that should be made for him because of the fact that there's no one for him to fight. Crawford's not a draw, so Crawford can't do big numbers and make huge money without having a dance partner. So really the fight that makes sense financially is the Pacquiao fight. And Crawford would be very confident that he can win that fight. I'll do a separate video about whether I think Crawford and Pacquiao is a great fight. I think it is a great fight, and I think Manny can win that fight. I think Manny would go in the underdog, but I actually think Manny can beat him. But in terms of making Bob Arum saying that Manny Pacquiao was dangerous for his health, come on, man. Crawford's not that killer type of fighter where it's going to be dangerous for Manny Pacquiao's health. That's a load of rubbish. And Bob Arum changes his coat color every time. When he was so critical of Khan, right? He used to slam Khan for years, say that Khan's not that great, can't hold a punch. And then all of a sudden, when Crawford was gonna fight Khan, he started saying Khan's a great fighter, he's a great Olympian, he's a great pro fighter, he's had a great career. And the same thing with Pacquiao, and then as soon as Pacquiao left him, Pacquiao Pacquiao is bad for his health if he faces Crawford. Now all of a sudden he's got a chance to make that fight again. He's now back, he'll probably start picking Pacquiao up again. So that's Bob Arum for you. He's been like that for a while now since I've been observing him. This is how he's been. But what do you guys make of it? Leave your thoughts. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.